Hey, hope everyone's having a good day today. Well, unity. I've noticed this a lot, and after shaking my head, I just wanted to clarify for myself and maybe for others out there what is really going on about group consciousness, fraternity, and just so many things. So let's get into it and see if you're seeing what I'm seeing, because a lot of us are understanding what is going on right now. Because there's no such thing as a safe V, and that's from my video from yesterday. But let's look at this clip.
But most people who get into studying this kind of topic with the whole Illuminati and the many facets of that have already noticed these dualistic portrayals in the content that they're making. And I would say it goes beyond that. It's not just about the traditional dualism that most people are thinking about. It's not just about equality of opposites. It's not just about opposites balancing one another out. No, it goes beyond that. So what they believe is kind of like the Hegelian dialectic. So in the Hegelian dialectic, you have the thesis and you have its antithesis. So you have something and then its opposite, essentially. But then in the Hegelian dialectic, it doesn't stop there. Those don't just sit there opposed to each other. In the Hegelian dialectic, you merge the two, the thesis and the antithesis, and you achieve synthesis from that. It's like you take the two opposites, you combine them and merge them into one. And don't get me wrong here, this isn't like the yin-yang, where you have, the white side and the black side, and there's a little bit of the yin in the yang, there's a little bit of yang in the yin. No, what they're talking about is actually commingling all of it. They would take the white side and the black side and just completely amalgamate all of it into one, so that you would almost have like a gray circle, and that's all that would be left. They're not talking about the balancing of opposites. They're talking about taking opposites and making them into one new whole.
Well, there's so much more to that, but please go and watch. He's got so much information. Most of you do watch his channel. But we're understanding what's going on with technology, how it's advancing, everything that we're seeing. Most of us do understand who Trump is and even understand that there's no left and right. They're all a part of the same evil body. And this mask wearing is just a deception of what they are trying to accomplish. And many of us understand the Great Reset and the global elites and how that they're wanting to make a whole new currency. They want to track us, trace us. Many of us see all that. But then when I saw that all the pastors were uniting with Trump and that they were trying to come out against all these global elites, and then the doctors, that there were 33 doctors who made a video and they've come against and are trying to bring a lawsuit. I don't see it, because all I'm seeing is global citizen and how they've even made a passport, and that they're coming together, and the Abrahamic Accord that even Trump signed is everything just like what the Pope has done already. All coming together. And as he put here, we can form young people and build a better future. Form them. Wow. That reminds me of something. But he mentions fraternity. Educating young people in fraternity. That's the Rotary. That's the Freemason. And who said it best? Alice Bailey. When you're changing a nation, don't bother with the older people. They are too stuck in the old traditions. They will not change, but go for the children. And she is the one who came out with the Lucifer Trust, which is now Lucius Trust. And they are still one with the UN and the WHO. Let the plan and love and light work out, it says in there. And those organizations at the top right, yes, they're all in unity with the UN. World Goodwill is what started the UN. Still there and founded by the Lucius Trust Company, Lucifer Trust. Yeah, but you can get all this information. I'll add the link. But what are they wanting? What are their objectives? To help mobilize the energy of goodwill through education and through subtle action with programs to foster a universal spiritual perspective on the future centered on the idea of all faiths throughout history. And they're waiting for the ushering in by a world teacher. We understand who that is, most of us do. But then they mention of a universal principles. I hope you understand that even the Jewish virtual library talks of these things as divine, and they were addressed to Adam and Noah. No, they weren't. No, they were not. And for those who will not abide by these, watch my video on Noahide laws, because dangerous times are ahead. But they mentioned in the world goodwill, the growth of Aquarian group consciousness. Well, all this is still quite new to me, so I had to go just look up, and this is what I found. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because group consciousness will expand you and universal consciousness will redeem you to infinity. That's what they say in here in this article I found. Religious places were designed so that all people who believe in some way could join together to praise the Lord and to feel elevated. There's that word, elevated. These barriers keep a person limited. The development of group consciousness into the experience of infinity is the bridge to universal consciousness. Very interesting, because this is my warning, and I always sensed that something was wrong with Kanye West and all these Sunday services and how they look very similar to even the United Nations, the light at the top, Yeah. This is the synthesis right here. This is Hillsong right here, and this is why I've been coming against them, even though I know that people are still getting saved, but something is wrong, and I hope you're seeing that this is the synthesis of it all. I mean, he even spoke about the unity and fraternity a year ago, and even just yesterday, he spoke of, in 2021, the V's and fraternity and hope are the medicine we need. Set before us a choice, either to continue on the road we have followed until now or to set out a new path. United Nations, he talked about them and the climate change, and then he said, calling for a new Copernican revolution. What does that mean? I had to look it up. I'm sorry. But it's a paradigm shift, basically. The Pope Francis told the diplomat corps that the world needs a new kind of economy. There you go. There's your new reset. I mean, we already understand with their song what they want.
Around the world, we're closing borders. COVID-19's on the rise. A new world order behind closed doors. The storm will pass, we will survive. We will rise again. I'll rise again. We will rise again. Our world will rise again.
I truly hope that you understand what is going on, and then this is bigger than just what you're seeing. This is a big game, and it's a game for your soul. That's the only game being played here. But research, pray, and ask God for direction. Humble yourselves before God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come close to God, and God will come close to you. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. So fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. The only one that I can give praise to is God. I hope you understand what is going on, but watch my other videos. I have them in the playlist, and as well as I'll add all the links, what I shared today. That's what I see as the synthesis. So I hope I understood this now, and I hope you see what I'm seeing. God bless. Take care. Till next time.